Hello everyone. Welcome to the form filling guidelines video of NPAT 2025. Now NPAT is the admission test into 10 different undergraduate programs offered across 6 different campuses of NMIMS deemed to be university. Now the exam will be administered over a period of 3 months starting from 1st March till 31st of May 2025. Now students have a choice to attempt the exam a maximum of 3 times as per their convenience and suitability. And when a student attempts the test multiple times, the best of the score would be considered for admission. Now the registration process has already started on 20th of February and will be open till 26th of May 2025. Now before I take you through the registration process, let me take you through some of the important details that one needs to know about these 10 different programs, 6 different campuses and eligibility criteria so that the application process becomes easy. Now, if we look at the programs offered at NMIMS across all campuses, each program is segregated under certain schools. Like the School of Commerce offers the BBA, BCom, BSc Finance and BBA FinTech program. Similarly, the School of Economics offers BSc Economics. School of Liberal Arts offers BA in Liberal Arts. School of Branding and Advertising offers BBA in Branding and Advertising. School of International Studies offers the BBA in International Business. And School of Management offers Bachelor's in Business Management and Marketing along with BBA in Finance. However, kindly note that each campus do not have all the schools that we see on the screen. So let's quickly check the presence of each school across different campuses, the number of seats offered, and the eligibility for each of these programs. Now, one of the most sought after school by a lot of NPAT takers is the School of Commerce because the BBA, BSc Finance, BCom and BBA FinTech are offered under the School of Commerce. Now, the eligibility is that a candidate must score a minimum of 50% in his 12th standard, along with the fact that he must have either maths or statistics as a subject in 12th class. And the table on the screen gives you the number of seats in each of this program across different campuses. Similarly, BSc Economics is offered by the School of Economics with an eligibility of 50% in 12th along with maths and statistics. And as you can see, it is offered in 3 different campuses and the number of seats as mentioned. Now, BBA Branding and Advertising is available only in the Mumbai campus offered by School of Branding and Advertising. Now, please note that the student should have a minimum of 50% in class 12 and maths is not compulsory in 12th class for a student to apply to this particular program. Similarly, the School of Liberal Arts at the Mumbai campus offers a BA in Liberal Studies or Liberal Arts. The eligibility is 50% marks in 12th and math is not compulsory. Now, Bachelor's in Business Management and Marketing is also offered only at the Mumbai campus under the School of Entrepreneurship and Family Business Management with eligibility of 50% in class 12 and math is not compulsory. Now, the School of Entrepreneurship and Family Business Management at Mumbai called BBA in Finance. Now, the eligibility for this program is that students should have a 50% minimum in class 12 along with maths or statistics as a subject in 12th class. And the last one is BBA in International Business, which is offered only at Mumbai campus under the School of International Studies. Now, the minimum aggregate of 60% in 12th class is compulsory. And it's a 3-year program where the candidate will study the first 2 years at NMIMS Mumbai and the 3rd year at the partner university, which is Kingston University, London. Now, if you look at different stages of the registration process, there are 4 steps. The first one is a registration with which we create an account, ID and password. The second step is where we select the required test as per the programs that we are targeting for and then fill up the required details as asked. The third step is payment for the number of attempts, number of schools, and number of programs that we choose. And the fourth one is scheduling the test. Now, as of now, you can complete up to the third step. The fourth step, which is selecting the test date, is yet to be active. It will be opened in a couple of days as per the announcement made by NMIMS University. Now, important points about the selection process is that the final admission is purely based on the merit in NPAT exam and the preferences of program campuses that you choose in the application form. As mentioned earlier, one can attempt the NPAT a maximum of 3 times. The first one is called the main attempt, and the subsequent attempts are called retakes. Now, how many ever attempts you make, the highest or the best of the scores would be considered for the respective school or program that you have applied for. To quickly reiterate the important dates, the online registration will be open till 26th of May, and the exam will be delivered from 1st March to 31st of May. And the merit list, which is the final admission, will be declared on the respective website by individual schools around first week of June 2025. Now, the test pattern of NPAT is such that there are 3 sections: quantitative reasoning, logical reasoning, verbal reasoning, each section with 40 questions, 40 marks, and the total duration of the exam is 100 minutes. Now, if we quickly look at one of the most important point while applying, because NPAT allows you to attempt multiple types and you'll also have to choose different programs, different schools, the application fee will be different according to the selection that you make. So there are 3 things we need to look at. Number 1, the attempts we make. Number 2, the number of schools we choose. Suppose if we are applying to only one school and we are attempting the test only once, then it is 2000. But if I am attempting the test 2 times, 4000, 3 times, 6000. Suppose if I am selecting 2 schools, let's say a School of Commerce and School of Economics, then the fees per attempt will be 3000. And for each subsequent retake, I'll have to pay 3000 extra. So the application fees overall will be based on the number of schools and number of attempts that we select. Also, certain important points that we need to remember while filling the college and program preferences. Now, when I select a School of Commerce, I will have to choose or I'll have to give preferences. Kindly note that once you select an order of preferences and submit the form, they can't be changed. This is extremely important. Every year, there are a lot of students who do not understand the importance of it, make mistakes, and can't undo that at a later point in time. So you need to be very careful while choosing the schools that you want to target for. And each school that you select, the order of preference in which you need to select the program and campus combination should be very, very clear. I'll explain that in detail when we go to that particular page, but please keep this in mind that you need to identify a suitable combination of program and campus. And once you reach the maximum preference limit for any program, it will display a warning so that you can move to the subsequent stage. Now, for all the courses that are offered, the Mumbai campus is considered to be the main campus, so obviously the best of the lot. However, beyond Mumbai campus, we advise students to consider Navi Mumbai as the second campus and Bangalore as the third preference. Now, of course, beyond the Mumbai campus, the rest of the campuses can also be chosen according to various factors like area of interest, proximity to your location, etc. Now, example, if your interest is finance, and if you are very clear in your mind that finance is what you want to study, and that is the direction in which you want to build your career, then you should obviously prefer a BSc Finance before a BBA or a BCom. Suppose in case you are not very clear, you have a vague idea, but you are unsure whether finance is the right area of interest for you. In such case, do not take a risk. It is strongly advised that you select a generalized program as BBA as your first choice or first preference, followed by specialized programs like BSc Finance. Anyway, I'll explain this also in detail when we come to that particular page in the application process. Now, let me quickly take you through the registration and application process one after the other. As all of you might be aware, recently we have launched a website which is the repository of information about all top colleges, programs, application details, everything. So, the grad school zone, now you can access this through your MyIMS as well. Now, once you open the grad school zone, you'll have to go to this test deadlines tab, in which you will have the information of all the exams which I have opened the application. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see NPAT and click on apply now. A new tab will open, which is obviously the NMIMS NPAT application page. Now, you'll have to register an account first, for which you'll have to enter the details as you see on the right side: your name, email address, mobile number, the state, city, program, and specialization. Now, kindly note that the mobile number and the email ID you provide here are active and will stay active for the foreseeable future, because any form of communication will be done via either the mobile number or the email ID. Now, once you fill in the details and click on submit, an account will be generated. Your email ID will be the login ID, and the password generated will be shared with you on the email ID. Also, you will get another email which asks you to verify the registration that you have done. Once you click on that verified tab, it activates or it confirms your registration, activates an account, and allows you to log into the application form. Now, once you log into the application form, there will be different stages of it. So, let me log into an application form and take you through all those stages one after the other. Now, once you log into the application form, now this is how the dashboard would look like. Now, click on all application forms, which is below the dashboard on the left panel. Then it will display various courses and admission tests that you can apply to, of which we'll be applying for NMIMS NPAT. Now, once I click on apply now, it will take me through different steps. Now, the first step is obviously the personal details. Now, here you will have access to the admission handout that provides you entire information about the exam, as well as various programs, campuses, fee structure, eligibility criteria, etc. I strongly suggest you go through all the details without leaving out any point, so that you can avoid making any most common mistakes while filling the form. Now, once you read the document, you select this box confirming the fact that you have gone through the eligibility criteria and all terms and conditions. Now, in the application process, the first part is to upload a recent passport size photograph. Now, there is an option where you can use your DigiLocker account to fetch the recent passport size photo, or you can simply upload a scanned passport size photo. Kindly note that it should be a scanned copy of your passport size photograph, preferably with a plain background, and ideally not older than 6 months. And it has to be in the same format and the size limitation as mentioned here. After which you select the salutation, now Mr. or Miss accordingly, then enter your first name, and kindly note that you need to enter it exactly the same way as how it is in your 10th class mark sheet. So first name, last name. After that, you need to enter the gender, select the respective blood group, enter your date of birth. Automatically, it calculates your age as on 1st July 2024 or 25. Then select your nationality, the region you are from with respect to your country or on the basis of country. So, which country you are from and whether it is in the north, south, east, west. Marital status, the category that you belong to. So, if you are from any reserved category, you need to select that respective category. Now, if you are from PWD, kindly select the respective category so that they will allow you certain additional support during the test day. Now, this is something which is very important. Students have to update their ABC, academic bank of credits, right? So, you need to go to that specific website, create an account for yourself, generate an ID, and enter it here. Below which you need to enter the name as how it appears in your Aadhaar card. Kindly note that you have to mention it in the same way as how it is in your Aadhaar card. And ID proof, whatever ID proof options are mentioned, select one of them and kindly ensure that you have a hard copy of the same to carry with you to the test center on the exam day. Special needs, if any, like if you are a differently abled candidate, then you can choose yes, and then they will show you what are the options that you can select from in terms of support that you get on the exam day. And then the contact details, where you have to enter your mobile number along with any alternate mobile number and primary email. Now, once you enter the contact details, then comes the correspondence address. So once you enter your postal address with respect to the country, city, as well as the door number, flat number, colony name, etc., you should select whether the permanent address is same or different from the correspondence address. If it is same, select yes, it will automatically copy. If it is not, select no, and it will allow you to enter the permanent address in the same way as that of the correspondence address. So once all these details are filled, click on next so that we will move to the step. Now, in the second step of the application, you need to enter your parent details like your father's title, your father's first name, as well as last name. Now, in case for the candidate or for the parent, if the last name is not there, then in the place of last name, you can simply leave a dot. Along with father's details, you'll also have to enter your mother's details, the salutation or mother's title, her first name, as well as the last name. So once you enter the details of your parents, click on next, and then we will move to the third step in which we'll have to enter the academic details. In the third section of academic details, we need to enter the information of our 10th class and 12th class. Now for 10th class, you start with selecting the board from which you have appeared for the exams, CBSE, ICSE, or a specific state board, whatever it is. And once you select the board, then you select the examination state as to which state you have appeared for the examination, the name of the school from which you have done your 10th standard, and you'll have to enter the enrollment or the seat number of your 10th class, which I'm sure you will find on the 10th class mark sheet, the month and year in which you have completed your 10th, and you need to enter the percentage or grade point, depending on how the particular university or board you have studied from awards the aggregate. Now, in case if it is percentage, then you need to enter the marks you have obtained along with the total marks, and the percentage will get automatically populated. Now, if it is in grade point, then you enter the obtained marks and total marks, and the aggregate percentage will also be populated automatically. Kindly note, as per the guidelines mentioned by NMIMS, you need to enter the marks of all the subjects that you have appeared for, irrespective of the board guidelines. For example, on your 10th class mark sheet, you have the scores of 6 different subjects, but your board has a process of considering only the best of the 5 scores to calculate the aggregate. You cannot follow the same here. Irrespective of how your boards calculate, while applying for NPAT, you need to consider the marks of all the subjects in which you have attempted and are mentioned on the mark sheet. Now, once you move to the 12th standard, you need to first select the status, whether you are appearing or you have passed. Now, if you have already passed the 12th class, then you will have to enter the 12th class percentage details as well. Or if you are appearing for 12th class, then you'll only have to choose the board from which you are doing your 12th, the state from which you are attempting, the stream, which is art, science, commerce, or others, the name of the school, and most importantly, whether you have maths or statistics in your 12th class. Now, depending on what you choose here, the eligibility is decided and it will display the respective programs that you can apply to in the program preference page. So kindly be careful while selecting whether mathematics or statistics is a part of a subject that you have taken in your 11th and 12th or not. Now, once you fill up all these details, acknowledge that you are satisfying the above mentioned criteria in case you are appearing for 12th class. Then you need to also select the suitable option as to how did you get to know about NPAT. Whether you have got to know about it through your coaching institute or Facebook or family, friends, etc. Whatever options are there, you choose a suitable option from that and click on next, so that it will take you to the most important phase of your application, which is the program preference. Now, once you finish the academic details part and choose whether mathematics or statistics is a subject in your 12th class, in the next step of program preference, you will be displayed the entire set of schools that you are eligible for. Now, for example, if you choose no for the question whether you have maths or statistics as a subject in your 12th class, then you wouldn't see the school preference of School of Commerce, School of Economics, or any other program that requires maths or statistics in 12th. Now, of these 6 different schools you see on the screen, first of all, you need to choose a school. As mentioned earlier, kindly note the application fees will be different for each combination of schools that you select. Now, if you select one school, it will be 2,000 per attempt. If you select 2 schools, it will be 3,000 per attempt. If you choose 3 schools, it will be 4,000 per attempt, and so on and so forth. Now, as mentioned above, for each school that you select, you will have to give certain number of program preferences. For example, if I consider the School of Commerce, which is the most sought after one, and it has 4 major programs: BBA, BCom, BSc Finance, and BBA FinTech. But like we have seen earlier, not every program is offered in every campus. So while choosing the program preference, you need to consider 2 points: the program and the campus. In terms of campus, Mumbai campus is considered to be the best of the lot, followed by Navi Mumbai, followed by Bangalore. Now, the rest of the campuses do not have any specific order. At IMS, we strongly advise students to target the top 3 campuses: Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, and Bangalore. For the rest, you can choose as per your preference in terms of locational convenience or program interest, etc. When it comes to programs, let's say the School of Commerce offers 4 programs, as I mentioned. Now, it's important that you choose the right order of preference, right? Because once you choose your preferences and submit, you can't change the preferences. And once the final results are out, if you get an admission into your first preference program, please note you will not be considered for admission into any of the other preferences. Now, let's say if BBA is your primary choice, but you have chosen BSc Finance as your first preference and you got admission into that, then you will not be able to apply, or you will not be able to get an admission for any of the subsequent preferences. You will not be considered. So, for each program preference, you need to consider the program and campus. Now, if you are interested, if you are very clear in your mind that I am interested in this specific domain, like I am interested in commerce, or I am interested in finance, or I am interested in fintech, only then choose the specialized program as your first preference. If you are unsure, if you're not very clear, then it is always better you choose a generalized program as BBA as your first preference. Anyway, even if you choose a BBA, right from your third year, you will have a specialization that you can opt for. Now, let's say if I consider BBA is my first choice, followed by BSc Finance. Now, BBA Mumbai is obviously going to be my first program preference, followed by BBA in Navi Mumbai, BBA in Navi Mumbai, and then apart from Mumbai, I'm not very keen on the other campuses. In such case, I will have to look at the next preference program in the Mumbai or Navi Mumbai campuses. Or on the other hand, if you are open to outside Mumbai as well, like Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Bangalore are fine with me. Program is important in these three choices. Then the third preference should be BBA Bangalore. Now, once these three choices are done, then the fourth and fifth can be BSc Finance. Now, BSc Finance in Mumbai, followed by BSc Finance in Navi Mumbai. So, this is how you choose the program preference. I repeat, the program preference should be a combination of campus and program, and the order of preference should be exactly what you intend to, because once the order or once the preferences are submitted, we can't change them. And once the final results are out, if you are offered admission into a higher preferred program, then you will not be considered for admission into any of the other preferred programs. Now, in the same manner, suppose if I select one more school, let's say School of Economics. As we have seen earlier, School of Economics has BSc Economics, only one course, but three different campuses. So you will have to choose an order of these three different campuses. So like this, for all the schools that you have selected, you need to give preference according to the programs and campus. And kindly note, once the final results are announced, the results or the merit list will be declared separately for each school. So if you are applying for School of Commerce and School of Economics, the merit list will be separate for both. So there is a chance that you might secure an admission into both the programs under Commerce as well as Economics. In such case, it is your decision as to which program you want to opt for. Now, once you complete the school and program selection, then you come to the number of attempts. Now, whether you want to attempt the test once or twice or thrice, you need to decide at the time of application itself. Once you select a choice here, you can't change it. So please think carefully before you decide the number of attempts. At IMS, we strongly advise students to attempt the exam the maximum number of times that it allows you, so that you can stand a better chance in terms of securing an admission. Of course, depending on your other priorities and the timeline that is available, if you choose to attempt only once or twice, that is also completely fine. Now, let's say once I select that I want to attempt the test multiple times, or I want to opt for a retake. As I mentioned, the first attempt is called main attempt, and the second and third attempts are called first retake and second retake. So I choose how many times I want to retake the test. Then I select, I agree, confirming the terms and conditions, and then move to the registration payment page. Now, this is the last step in the application. Now, as you see, I have selected two schools, School of Commerce and School of Economics. Hence, the registration fees is 3,000 rupees per attempt. And since I have chosen 3 attempts, so 3 into 3, 9,000 is the total fee that I need to pay. Now, once I click on payment, it will take me to the payment gateway where we will have all the most common options like credit card, debit card, UPI, net banking, and all. And once the payment is successful, the application form gets submitted and you will get a confirmation email, as well as you can see the status of your application on the dashboard once you log in. So we strongly suggest that you, once the application form is submitted, you verify the same on your dashboard, take a printout of it and keep with you for your reference. So I hope this form filling guidelines video will help you go through the application process without much hassle. All the best and see you in my next video.